All right, I got to tell you, when I was a kid, one of the very first things that I learned about keeping time with the instrument was the guys at this club where I grew up at my mom's bar. They gave me a pair of these maracas, and maracas is the first thing I had to learn how to keep time like that. So I got those are quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I learned, okay, I have to do something besides that. So I showed me, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Those are, it's all 8 notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So a lot of these things are used primarily for Latin, but you can use them in rock, you use them anything you want. Now I'm going to try to do 16th notes with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And these are very loud. And then at the end of a song, I'd go. So these are really cool, loud maracas. And one of my first things I had to learn is how to keep time with these things. I could actually read through a book and read all the notes of these things. All right. So in Latin, we have all these different tools that we use. Just like a guy has a toolbox, he has a pair of pliers, he has a pair of tweezers or whatever he has to use, or hammer. He has to use different tools for different projects or different jobs he might have. So these are some of my tools. These are more like nylon type brushes. These are nylon too, but different. These are more plastic. These are nylon. And so now I'll demonstrate a little bit of how I could use this kind of thing. Both of them have different kinds of sounds. So go. Now I have that was the nylon one. Now we have the plastic ones. But then I'm going to come back to these to show you how I would use those in a ballad and in more swing jazz. Now this gives it a completely different sound. These are made by my stick company, Innovative Percussion. So here we go with these. And I could use these for, if I wanted to play like a bossa nova or something, a Brazilian beat. Well, the way I would count that, if it was in a 4/4, in a slower tempo, I would say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the left hand is basically playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, when I play it faster, I want to go to another system of counting, which is called cut time. So now I'm going to go. straight bossa nova beat, be 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 1 E and 2 E. But see now, that's just basic. Now I want to add things to that, so I don't just play. I don't want to sound like a drum machine that's just playing the same beat over and over and over. So I want to dress up that groove by doing some of the fills and doing some other things, but still maintaining the particular bossa nova groove. So. Dressing up the beat, playing, and I threw a bunch of little triplets in there. All right, so now going back to playing the brushes with a swing kind of stuff. Then I can go. I'm going to switch around the snare drum. I'm still counting 1 and well, if we count this in cut time, I guess it'd be 1, 2, 3. And then I want an accent. An accent is a note that comes a little louder than the other as they go. This would be a left-handed neck. First, the left-handed accent. There's it. But I can accent with the right hand as well. Triplets. Particular brushes are really cool when you play like even a shuffle or a good rockabilly band. A rockabilly groove would be like this. So many different things we can do with these. Now, when I get back into my Latin, then I can get back with the cowbell again. And with the cowbell, now I got the sticks, and the snare is off for the most part. That's when I want to get these sounds. So I play the bolero beat. Faster kind of a groove, more like samba, mambo, whatever. I think that will take care of most of what I'm trying to show you guys. And basically, you want to practice fundamentals to be able to do this. Remember that a lot of stuff that we play comes from these two fundamentals of single strokes. That's right-handed, then left-handed. And then double strokes. Put them together, you go one measure of singles and one measure of doubles. Go right-handed first, count it in cut time. So every time I say 1, I'm going to switch from singles to doubles back to. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 and. if you're right-handed, you automatically have a weaker left hand. So you want to practice what you call 3 to 1. So if I practice right-handed for 15 minutes, then I should try to practice left-handed, leading with my left hand, for 45 minutes. So now I'm going to try left-handed. It's always harder to play. If you're right-handed, you have a weaker left hand. So here we go, left-handed. Now, this is a very good warm-up exercise, so that works really good. I'll show you a couple of things real quick, then we'll be done. And this is done with triplets. This is backsticking, which I very rarely use myself, but it's a really good way to loosen up the left hand especially. So it's going to be triplets. I'm going to go, first I'm going to start like this. And I'm going to do the backsticking on this. Really works loosening your left hand. Now I'm going to do, this one is really complicated because this one, I have to move this hi-hat over. This one I'm going to go clockwise around the stick and then counterclockwise, hopefully without crashing. And if one of the hands slows down, that happens. So they both have to be at the same exact speed. So clockwise, this stick is going to go around this stick clockwise, and then it's got to go backwards. So counterclockwise. So here we go. Good luck, Ernie. Triplets. I'll try it again. There is that. Okay. That's a tough one. Now the last one. This one is going to go back and forth. The same thing, sticks got to be exactly same tempo or that happens. Here we go. Oops, here we go. There it is. All right. Thank you very much. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.